Yo, what's going on? It's Big Novelist, and you're locked into my Patchworks on No Formula TV. Done no. Yeah, man, the genre of music that I like to make is essentially, I can't really say a genre at this point in my life, but I would say that heavily influenced by, you know, the UK underground music that was prominent when I was growing up. So that's across the board. A lot of people know me for the grime stuff. I also like rap, underground, the garage, just all of the bass music really. But I feel my musical palette is greatly expanded. So at this point in my life, I'm looking into everything really. I'm a sound man, you get me? Alright, so for me, yeah, 4 artists that I would have liked to have made a beat for or make a beat for in the future. Boy, this one's hard, you know, hard. But I say, definitely say, I would have liked to have made a beat for Michael Jackson. That would have been cold. I'd like to make a beat for Jay Worthy, yeah. I'd also like to make a beat for Skepta. I'd like to make a beat for Skepta, and I'd also like to make a beat for, boy, there's a lot of musicians that I like, man. Maybe an old school artist like Barbara Mason. And if I had to pick one, it'd have to be Michael Jackson, simply. All right, so the genre that I want the beat to be in, I've written down synth wave, yeah? Synth wave. I felt like MJ synthwave could have been a thing, you feel me? But we're gonna see what really happens here, yeah? Alright, cool. So shake the life out of this sucker. Fam, this box is all mad as well, blood. Like, what is this, cuz? It's all Doctor Who-ish. Let's give it that real. I feel like something else is in there, cuz.
That's you, bro.
I say that's me. I gotta pick it out, yeah. G-Funk. yeah. Say nothing. Say no more, blood. Is that what we're on?
That's you, yeah?
It's a bit of me still. It's a bit of me, Michael Jackson and G-Funk. Can be done. Let's find a nice little sample for them. We're going to bounce that, export Looper's audio file. Sometimes I'll sample myself. bumping.
Bumping.
I want to make it bump.
You don't do. That's the cheat code, man. That's the cheat code. That's the cheat code. That is the cheat code. That's the cheat code, man.
Well, you lot thought MJ couldn't do G-Funk. That's not what you thought. Nah, I can't. This shit is hard.
Now you gotta spit on this still.
Oh no, I'm not spitting something. This shit is nuts, cuz. Now, you know, like, sometimes you could be making a beat yourself, yeah, and it don't click.
Yeah.
Like, no, you know you're making a bang off.
Yeah,
Then it has a moment where you're like, nah, cuz this is Because you know, what I learned about making beats, yeah? Even if it starts off shaky, it can't be shaky, because you're you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like, when you start producing, the vibe is infinite. So even if you start a bit weird, it's not about how you start, it's about how you end. That's the thing about production. Boy, I think advantages and disadvantages of being an independent artist. I say the advantage is you express yourself to whatever degree you want, and I tell people this, I'm Novelist, I've never had a job in my life. Do you get me? I've always been on music since I was young. I was blessed to know exactly what I wanted to do at a young age, so I thank God for that, yeah. But what I would say is the workload is like, I wouldn't know how to comparatively compare how much I work to someone else, because I'm 24 hours, you feel me? So I don't consider that a disadvantage, because everyone, you gotta strive and work for the things that you want in life. But I would say maybe a disadvantage is not having a route carved out for you directly, or an avenue or a setup to where you can guarantee certain results from the art that you create. You know, they say that diamonds are formed under pressure. So I believe that. I think one of the advantages of being an artist is once you actually take on all that pressure and you become a diamond in your own right, then you know what I'm saying, you're almost invaluable, and you do things on your terms more so than kind of being in a game that you're not necessarily the designer of. I think one of my main ways of maintaining my longevity that I've had has been just aside from music, getting to know myself in life, really understanding who it is that I am, who I want to be, the things that I want to do, how I want to represent myself, and what happens is, naturally when you do that, via your music, unless you're being some fake dude, via your music you kind of convey something that's super authentic, and it's the authenticity that touches people. So it's not so much about the music industry, but more about the individual. Are you someone that people look at and remember because they see you as you? Once you're that kind of individual, I believe that it doesn't matter when you come or go, there's always going to be a place for you. Whereas there are some musicians out there that they can easily be replaced because they're not that special. My advice for anyone who wants to get into music is focus on music every single day. I'd consider myself an expert, although a learner. I'm learning every day. I'll never stop learning. I'm an expert at what it is that I already do, but I'm not an expert at the things that I can't do yet. So really focus on music itself. Study music. Don't just be one of them guys who comes in and wants to like just do a whole heap of things that you're not educated on. Study music, man. Get me? Try to sound hard. As much as you might be 5 minutes into making music, you may have never made music before. Whatever you do, make the do your best to make the best version of whatever it is that you're trying to make. You know what I'm saying? Don't think mediocre is gonna pass, because everyone's making music, you feel me? So just make something that's true to you, and really be true to the art is what I'm saying. Get me? Exercise what you know and learn what you don't know. Yes, Novelist, you've been locked into my episode. I hope you enjoyed the music, and don't ever get twisted. Follow man on all the socials, yeah? Big Novelist, you find me anywhere. Just type in Novelist, you'll find me. Get me here, but big up the man them. Done now.